CTML and CASTLE, Expanding on Cognitive Load Theory, Considerations for Instructional Design. Leslie Marsh, September 2023. Welcome. My name is Leslie Marsh. I'm an instructional designer with Sinclair Community College. In this microlearning video, we will briefly review Cognitive Theory of Multimedia Learning, CTML, and the Cognitive-Affective-Social theory of learning in digital environments, otherwise known as CASTLE. We'll identify an application of CTML for developing digital learning materials, and we'll identify an application of CASTLE for developing digital learning materials. The Cognitive Theory of Multimedia Learning, CTML, builds on the ideas of cognitive load theory to better understand how humans process information when learning. This theory is especially important in multimedia learning environments, where both visual and auditory information are presented. CTML proposes that we have two separate channels for processing information, auditory and visual. Information from each channel can be integrated into the mental schema formed by the learner. Each channel has limited working memory, making it crucial to balance the cognitive load through careful design that supports active processing. Active learning best occurs when the presented material helps a learner form accurate visual and verbal mental models for long-term memory. Instructional materials can be designed to effectively integrate both processing channels using the following methods. Support written text with relevant images. This allows the learner to use both verbal and visual information to form mental schema. Reduce cognitive load by removing unnecessary words and pictures. This method guides the learner to the most important information to pay attention to, reducing the intrinsic load of the material. Locate related text and images close together. The proximity reduces extraneous load and lets learners use their mental energy to integrate the words and image into a coherent mental schema. Use conversational, everyday language as much as possible to reduce intrinsic load. Learners will not have to decipher jargon or complex technical terminology while also learning a new concept. The Cognitive-Affective-Social theory of learning in digital environments, CASTLE, hypothesizes that inherent characteristics of online learning materials cause learners to react to those materials in digital environments similarly to how they would interact with other people. These humanizing characteristics of digital materials influence the cognitive processes involved in learning. The better and more frequent the social cues, the stronger the influence. When designing digital educational materials using the CASTLE model, instructional designers should strategically incorporate social cues to activate social schemata in learners, enhancing cognitive and emotional engagement. For instance, as a student watches a recording, the instructor's gaze or gestures influence what a student pays attention to. The social cues enhance active processing of the information and formation of mental models. Considering the effect of design elements like politeness, voice modulation, and emotion on learners' social, affective, motivational, and metacognitive processes can further improve learning outcomes. CTML and CASTLE add greater nuance to the cognitive load theory, allowing instructional designers to more effectively design instructional materials for the digital environment. Thank you for watching. For questions or comments, please contact me at marsh.39@wright.edu.